For the yarn, I'm using Susan's Family's hand knitting number 2 variegated yarn, paired with 2 strands of Phantom Lurex Mohair. Use a 6mm crochet hook for the scarf part, and a 5.5mm crochet hook for the hood part. Let's start crocheting now. First, use the 6mm crochet hook to work on the scarf section. Step 1 is the foundation chain. Next, chain 27. The 27 chains are done. Place a stitch marker in the last chain stitch. Next, let's start working on the wave pattern. For the first row, go back to the 4th chain from the hook. Insert the hook into the back loop of that stitch and work a double crochet. The 3 chains skipped at the beginning serve as the turning chain for this row, and they also count as 1 double crochet. This double crochet and the turning chain form a group of double crochet 2 in 1. Next, in the back loops of the following 3 chains, work 1 double crochet in each. After completing the 3 double crochets, work a group of double crochet 2 in 1 over the next 2 chains. First, in the back loop of each chain, work 1 unfinished double crochet. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. This completes the double crochet 2 in 1. Next, work another group of double crochet 2 in 1. Then crochet 3 double crochets in order. After the 3 double crochets are done, work 2 groups of double crochet increase next. That means crocheting 2 double crochets in each chain, for a total of 4 stitches. Once completed, excluding the first group of double crochet increase at the beginning, start from the following double crochets. These 12 stitches form one pattern repeat. Following the order of the first 10 stitches of this pattern repeat, crochet it again on the remaining chains. That means later on, you only work one group of double crochet increase. The second group has a total of 10 stitches. This row has 24 stitches in total. Once the 24 stitches are done, the first row ends. For the second row, first chain 3 as turning chains. This turning chain counts as 1 double crochet. Place a stitch marker in the stitch of the third chain. Then turn over the fabric. This row, pick up the front loop of every stitch to crochet, and the number of stitches and crocheting pattern are identical to the first row. First, on the front loop of the first double crochet stitch, work a double crochet. This is one group of double crochet increase. Then, following the pattern of the first row, crochet 2 groups in order, with 12 stitches per group. The second group has 10 stitches, which is fewer than the first group. The last group of double crochet increase. This row has a total of 24 stitches. Here is a demonstration of the second group pattern. The insertion point for the final double crochet increase is to pick up the top of the beginning chain and work into the front loop of the third chain stitch. Row 2 ends here. Row 3 is crocheted in the same way as row 2. First, chain 3. And place a stitch marker on the third chain. Then turn over the fabric. On the front loop of the first double crochet stitch, work a double crochet. Continue to pick up the front loop for the following stitches. Work 2 groups in order following the pattern of 12 stitches per group. The second group has 10 stitches, which is fewer than the first group. The last group is a double crochet increase. This row has a total of 24 stitches. Row 3 ends here. Next, continue with this method. Turn over the fabric and crochet back and forth. Pick up the front loop for every row, and keep the stitch count and pattern unchanged. Continue crocheting until row 84. Beginners can place a stitch marker on the third chain of the turning chain in each row. After completing row 84, fasten off the yarn, and weave in the yarn tail. The scarf part is done. Next, let's start with new yarn. Crochet the hat on the middle 22 rows of the scarf. Use a 5.5 mm crochet hook for the hat. Join with a slip stitch on the post of the double crochet at the edge. Chain 1 as the beginning chain. This beginning chain does not count as a stitch. Then, work 3 single crochets in the same position. On the post of the double crochet, at the edge of the next row, work 2 half double crochets. Then work 1 double crochet in the same position. Next, on the post of the double crochet, at the edge of the next row, work 1 double crochet and 2 half double crochets. Finally, on the post of the double crochet, at the edge of the next row, work 3 single crochets. This makes a group of 12 stitches. Repeat this sequence for another 4.5 groups. This row has 5.5 groups in total, which is 66 stitches. "66 stitches completed. First row done." Start crocheting the wave pattern for the second row. This row is similar to how you crochet the scarf, but the stitch order in each group is slightly different. This turning chain counts as an unfinished double crochet. Then turn over the fabric. Pick up the front loop of the second double crochet stitch. Work a double crochet. This forms a group of double crochets. Working 2 stitches together, place a stitch marker on this stitch. Continue crocheting with the front loop. First, work 3 double crochets in order. Then work 2 groups of double crochet increases. Next, work 3 double crochets in order. Finally, work 1 group of double crochets, 2 stitches together. This makes a pattern of 12 stitches. Repeat this sequence for 4.5 more groups. There are 5.5 patterns in total for this row, a total of 66 stitches. Row 2 ends here. Row 3 follows the same stitch pattern as the scarf. Pick up the front loop of the first double crochet stitch. Work 1 double crochet. This forms a group of double crochet increases. Continue crocheting with the front loop. Work 3 double crochets in order. 2 groups of double crochets, 2 stitches together. 3 double crochets. 1 group of double crochet increases. The above 12 stitches form one pattern. Repeat. Repeat this 12 stitch sequence 4.5 more times. This row has 5.5 pattern repeats in total. A total of 66 stitches. For the remaining part, continue to turn over the fabric. Repeat the crochet method of rows 2 and 3. You can also add or remove 1 or 2 rows as needed. After finishing row 16, align the edges of the top wavy pattern and sew together. After the hat is sewn up, make 1 large and 4 small pom-poms, totaling 5. Wrap the yarn around your finger. The more circles you wrap, the bigger the pom-pom will be. Wrap 150 circles for the large pom-pom. Wrap 100 circles for the small pom-poms. Finally, tie the pom-poms to the top of the hat and both ends of the scarf. This thick and warm hooded scarf is done. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching.